Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Polyphony Trophy. Today we are at Tokyo Expressway, one track that it had delivered great racing in the past. So let's see what these GT500 cars and GT1s can offer on this track. There are a couple of twisty sections combined with long straights, so I think it should be a fun one. Anyways, let's look at the standings. As we see that once again, Jake Witchell is in the lead. He held off Will Sutters on the previous round with 324 points. And Will Sutters didn't lose that many points on the previous round with 304. Let's see what happens on this round between these two, because they are definitely the championship contenders. As on third place is Luke Clarke with 230, followed closely by Adam the Handsome and Jay Easton with 221 and 217. On next place, the first GT1 contender, As with 175, followed a bit behind by Cameron Hale with 130. Followed them by Butterbig with 116, tied with Yannick with also 116. Then the Pineapple Jules with 100. Then Honor with 88, tied with the Super Driver with also 88 obviously. Followed by Dominic Kubinski with 52. Then Chad with 49, and on last place but not least, Ducky. He only did it the Spa round, the previous one. He did not participate on any other else, so let's see what he can do on this circuit. Anyways, let's see later if Will actually posts the standings for once in his life, how this changes, because I can guarantee you one thing, this round is gonna be a messy one. So, time for, as always, the qualifying comparison. After that out of the way, it's time for the qualifying comparison. As we can see, the AHR boys have done it again. It's gonna be a 1-2 by them, but we don't know the order. And as we can see from Witchell's point of view right now, and also especially Luke Clarke's view, a slipstream is definitely a thing on this track, as Luke Clarke seems to have a little bit of advantage thanks to the better toe, because Witchell is close. But now on Witchell's point of view, we can see that Luke Clarke is actually slowing down a bit, so Witchell can get a little bit of a better toe, but it's not better than the toe that Luke Clarke is receiving right now, already on the limiter on the Lexus, but thanks to the bump draft actually slows a bit down. They both go into this section. Luke Clarke has a little bit of an advantage, but it looks like he went a bit wide in this corner. Now it's time for the twisty section, as Luke Clarke seems to have nailed this final section and seems to be a little bit ahead of Jake Witchell, but not much, as now Jake also has a pretty similar toe as Luke Clarke. I think Jake has made his corner a little bit better. And let's see now the time. The first sector is actually at the beginning of the tunnel, and as we can see, Jake Witchell is 155 milliseconds ahead. Clearly the final corner has given an edge, as he now boosted his teammate to get as much toe as he can. But Luke Clarke seems to have done a better straight line than Jake, as he barely had to actually boost the car in front of him, give it the slipstream. As we see now Luke Clarke moving out of the way, and also Witchell doing the same on Luke's point of view. And now I think Luke and Jake are pretty much equal. Luke has managed to actually cut every single time loss. It's all on this final section, as we see that Luke maybe has gone a little bit wide, that may compromise his line. He actually has to lift, but has to lift even more than Jake, who actually uses better the spaces. And I think that's it. Jake has done an awesome final sector. Yeah, he's definitely ahead, and by some margin. And as we can see, Jake Witchell gets pole position by 252 milliseconds, getting the edge on Luke. Awesome teamwork from the AHR boys, who have abused the slipstream mechanic to actually gain an advantage. Anyways, time to do the group. After that qualifying session, it's time to check the grid. And as we witnessed, Jake Witchell got pole position thanks to the help of slipstream and that final sector. He's sadly on mediums though, because he won a race previous round. He's just trying to get rid of them. Let's see what he can accomplish despite that tire disadvantage. On second position, the Chungus Slayer, Luke Clarke. Really close to Jake, Couldn't kinda get that final sector, but it's an AHR-1-2 working as intended, the strategy looks like. Let's see if that trial advantage can give him an edge over his teammate and actually get the dub. On third position, Che Easton fell a bit behind against the AHR boys. I didn't watch his qualifying time, but probably didn't have much slip. Let's see what he can do on the race, because slipstream seems to be key. On fourth place, a surprising honor! The fucking Goatnor actually, is on mediums. I forgot to mention that Chops is the other car on softs. Luke and Chops are the only cars on softs on this race. Let's see what he can accomplish, and he can turn that awesome qualifying pace onto the race. On fifth place, Will Sutter, surprisingly. His teammate had a flu and could not make it. So let's see what he can do. He's sadly alone, and that may explain his qualifying position. Even though Honor is also alone and got that time, so clearly Honor better than Will. He's on mediums as everyone else, as I mentioned, except Luke and Chops. Let's see what he can accomplish. On next position, Ducky. Let's see what he can do on those medium tires. On next place, surprisingly, Adam, the most handsome driver ever. Maybe that qualifying time was not realistic. Maybe he couldn't get it together, or he sacrificed everything to help Chops. Anyways, he shouldn't be here, so it's gonna be a downhill race for him in the way that he's gonna go up the standings. Let's see what he can do. And a returning face, Dominic Kubinski. Let's see what he can do on his return race. He doesn't seem to get grips a lot with this Tokyo track, so he'll get better with more laps on. We'll see. And yes, sadly once again the GT1s are not competitive, but we have a couple of straights, so let's see what we can do. I'm ahead of Cameron. That Toyota once again just doesn't have, as I said, is the worst GT1 car. But I'm recording this as the 1.61 update dropped, and I can tell you that will change on Daytona. So let's see if he still is gonna be using that car, because he says he wanted to change. I understand. Or he's gonna keep the Toyota for one final showdown. Anyways, boys, let's begin this race. I got a feeling that Slipstream is gonna be the main protagonist today, as we see the two AHR boys on the top two, and let's go! Let's see if Jake Witchell can fend off Luke Clarkey as Chops, proving once again that those GTRs are missiles at the starting grid as he proceeds to overtake the other sub-user, Luke Clarkey, with success. They see now Witchell trying to get the Slipstream to Chops, but Chops covers in time. Jake stabs to move off the toe of Chops, trying to help his teammate once again, who is gaining, as he also once again proven that their teamwork is fucking goated, as Witchell defends from the inside, as Gunner just fucking guns it, and they're dead! Clark is dead, as Witchell, I see Witchell drifting, and manages to, oh my god, I'm also just struggling over here, and I fucking killed Ducky, as, anyways, first going back in time, I need to analyze that shit, because Jesus Lord. Let me see from Honor's point of view. He seems to be fending Will, as maybe he fends off too hard and actually misses his braking point, as he just, well, just brakes too late and just cannot stop the car. Let's see one other point of view, because Dominic Kubinski has gone from 7th, probably 8th now, because Adam is having the slipstream, to first. Let's see how he accomplished it, as a wild Longus appears out of nowhere and fucking murders Will. And also Adam quietly, as he makes a fucking gun-state Dorifto, the fucking legend, just laughing at everyone on his returning race. Yes, Dom! As Will quietly gets up to P3 thanks to that carnage. Let's see what Adam does though, as he overtakes Dominic to take the lead. But seeing how the slipstream games are already beginning to happen, I don't think that's gonna be for long, as Dominic now boosts Adam, trying to get him away from Will. Let's see Will, who has a massive toe here, destroying the rev limit over there in a sec. Is he gonna gun it? He actually tries to gun it there, almost to the 3 wide. They're actually in the 3 wide for a moment, as Dominic breaks early, trying to get the switch back. Whiskey does with success, but almost loses the car as Will manages to overtake Adam off screen. Let's see where's Adam. He's a bit further behind, but not much. Let's see what happens now. Let's see what happens, and Dominic keeps the lead. Let's see now, Adam is glued to Will's ass as we see Witchell fending off Chubbs. Oh my god, I'm not gonna survive. I'm not gonna survive. My throat is already hurting and I've been not even 2 minutes on this. Let's see now as we see Will once again getting the lead on Dom. Let's see that again because wrong point of view. Maybe Dom brake too late. Yeah, looks like it, and he hits the wall and loses momentum. Let's see now, thanks to his lip, he can come back from this. And I actually need to lower my tone because I'm already losing my voice. As the fucking backstabbing bitch gets the run. And despite medium tries, also tries to go for the move, which Adam hits the wall and that may give him an edge. As now Chubbs boosts his own teammate, but Twitter covers it in time and manages to get a little speed boost. I actually need to chill. My throat is not gonna make it. As we see Dominic Kubinski going for Will Sutters with success apparently. As we see Adam the Handsome holding on despite his medium tires, which he does with success. His teammate also being clean. I honestly think this is a team with great synergy. Let's watch back at front as Jake the Witchell once again not giving a shit about being in a tire disadvantage. As Dominic Kubinski keeps holding the lead as much as he can. But he's not gonna be for long in the eyes of Will Sutters. As now Witchell boosts Dominic to give him back the momentum that he needed to keep the lead. As he now still gives the slipstream to Witchell, and they keep holding on, and now Witchell gets the move on Will. Gate takes the move on Will, but Dominic actually breaks too late, similar to Will, and it's too late. He almost got into the pits as Will almost gets taken out by Chubbs, but luckily corrects it in time. As now Jake Witchell leads once again with medium tire. Oh man, that's not surprising anymore. That's not surprising anymore. To be honest, he's fucking goated, but he's not surprising anymore. Chubbs trying to go for a move on Will. Remember that Chubbs and Luke Clark are the only GT500s on soft tires. Well, to be fair, the only cars on the race. Let's see now if Chubbs is gonna actually boost Will, or he's actually, of course not. Oh, but he maybe need to, because if slipstream is really strong with these high downforce cars, and also the fact that slipstream is on weak, maybe for this round Will should have changed it to real. Because it may be too much, actually. Anyway, seems that the race has been stabilized a bit, so let's watch a bit the background as we see that Honor could not recover that much. The one that definitely did not recover is Ducky though. He even lost to Honor despite that early carnage. As we see the GT1s doing what they can, and we see another train happening here. Wait a minute, did Chubbs just overtook Will? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Let's see the move as Jake defends the inside because he doesn't trust Will. Maybe this outside is gonna give Chubbs the chance he needs as he kind of gets blocked by Jake and gets the position. That's how you do it, pretty much. As let's check now the other train for a bit as Dominic keeps holding on as Luke, thanks to this tire advantage, and also getting the fastest lap of the race, is managing to come back despite the early shenanigans that have happened to them. As Adam the Handsome goes side by side with Dominic Kubinski, as Dominic seems to have yield to get this slipstream, and he may actually boost Adam here just to try to get Clarky, because it's this obvious slipstream effect that it does not seem to end. We go back at the front as Jake Witchell leads, but followed with slipstream by Chubbs as Will also boosts Chubbs. Let's see what happens here. Oh, it's looking like carnage. As Will forces his way through and actually manages to take the place. But Chubbs brakes really late. Now Will tries to get the switch back, which let's say that he ended up on a middle point. Let's see who's gonna be the best. Seems to be Chubbs. Let's see how much he can hold on as he now manages to get enough advantage to actually get ahead of Witchell and actually block him. Great stuff from Chubbs. It looked like he was on the biggest disadvantage though. But let's see now the busted slipstream as Will seems to have made a mistake. Let's see if that's gonna allow Luke to actually get get back on the slipstream train. As we see Witchell now helping Chops, probably because he saw the chance to actually get away from Will, but it may not be enough because boosting somebody is just not enough. The slipstream is just too strong. It's just too strong. You cannot escape. But Jake keeps insisting. As we see Luke Clarkey actually getting closer to these three. Now Chops actually goes defensive on Jake. As Will does the send of, well, average Will send. And this allows Luke to actually get back on this fight. It's not a fight of 4 cars, boys. Let's see what can happen. As we saw that Dominic seems to have overtaken Adam. Let's see how he did it. Oh, I think Adam made a mistake on this exit. Oh, and that's gonna be enough. Well, it was already enough with Slipstream. As we see Dominic now going side by side with Adam. Should get the place easily. We are behind them. Gaining now on the straight, but now the corner appears and yeah, Dominic makes the move stick easily done. But actually respects the spaces with Adam. Let's see, because now we are actually on range to actually get them. Let's see what we do. We actually boost Dominic to get him the place for Adam against Adam, but I don't know how to talk anyway. Let's see the Adam send. He's actually, eesh. I think he thought on it, actually tried, but fell up short. Anyway, so we're taking this is just rolling at the dice every single lap, as simple as that. They're just moving places all the time. Oh, yellow flag, something happened here. Oh, Cameron's spin. I'm not gonna show that. My man is suffering enough. Honor gets a place thanks to this Cameron mistake. As we see now, the top 4. You can see the top 4 on the fucking radar as Witchell tries to make the move on Chops, but also Luke, who has the best momentum of these 3, and now boosts his teammate. Let's see, now Will actually is the most patient one and actually tries to go for the switchback, but the AHR boys actually do an awesome teamwork once again and manage to lock the front row. Let's see for how long they can keep this up. They are still in formation as Witchell now lets his teammate through because he knows he has the soft tires. Let's see if now, with Luke in the game, what's gonna change. Let's see if Luke can actually, let's see if Witchell actually tries to hold back his well, the cars he has behind, just to help Luke getting away. As Will says no and actually gets the place on Witchell, helped by Chops, who actually uses the gap Will made to get the move on Jake. But now, it looks like Will is gonna be able to get Luke, as we see. Easy done. No effort. Slipstream is just too much. This race is basically roll a dice. The Slipstream is just too strong. Now the HR boys go from a 1-2 to a 3-4. They fall into the second row, but as we saw, every single lap is a roll of the dice as Jake helps his teammate. Easily done now, going back again to the tunnel. We don't know who's gonna get this actually. Remember, the only people on softs are Chops and Luke. As you can see from the tire wear, looks like those softs are wearing out fast. As Will tries to help as much as he can, Chops, to actually get away from this. Oh my god, as Jake gets clouted. And god, the gloves just came off. Simple as that, gloves just came off. As that bump actually allows Luke to get in front of Chops. As now Will goes wheel to wheel with Chops. But actually upshifts early because he knows that there's no point. There's no point, you're just gonna get carried from Slipstream. But let's see if this fighting allows Dominic and Adam to actually catch the group in front. They need to not fight. Because ahead, well, you see the calamity that's happening ahead, so let's see if Adam actually tries to help. As Luke says no and actually tries to go for Chops, but seems to fail. I'm not sure if it is the other way around. Oh, maybe it was the other way around. Chops actually went for Luke and actually made the move. As Will now is gonna make the move. As also Luke, what the fuck is happening? Let's see Jake, because now he has the best momentum of the 3. Let's see the Will send. There we go. And ascend on ascend and ascend. And Jay Winchell does the best switchback I have ever seen in my entire life and overtakes 3 cars on 1 corner as the AHR boys go back on a 1-2. And we see Will go from 1st to 4th. But it's not gonna matter because here we go to the big tunnel straight. As now we can see that Luke is gaining on Jake, obviously thanks to Slip. Will seems to have falling a bit, but it's not gonna matter because now Chubb is gonna try to go for Luke, who is not gonna make it easy for him. As Luke now boosts his teammate, as actually now blocks Chubbs. This is gonna allow Will to gain the meters he needs to get back on this. As Chubbs tries to go on Luke, let's see the Will send. As Whittle sees it coming and actually blocks Chubbs. But Will actually does a nice braking and actually is able to get the switch back on 2 cars and almost make it 3 as Chubbs refuses to lose. And now he falls back into the slipstream. He knows that sending it here, I mean with this car you probably can, but it may not be actually pretty worth it. As we see that Lexus Luke seems to have hit in the wall. That's gonna compromise his line as he now loses time and falls back to Winchell. But it's not gonna matter, the AHR boys are still in formation and their qualifying time prove that, well, the team synergy is goated as Will tries to go for Chubbs. They know it's impossible to escape, it's just impossible, so they're just gonna offer a good show. As Winchell goes for a beautiful move on Chubbs. Remember, Winchell is on medium tires and Chubbs is on softs. Jake actually seems to be moving a bit all over the place, probably trying to get the slipstream from Will because slipstream is everything. As Luke tries to go for a Scottish set, but not as much as Chubbs, who actually bends the braking a bit. But that may not matter as Jake is forced to lift off, because if he doesn't lift off, he's just gonna get clouted. He's gonna cloud just Chubbs. As now he's obviously gonna help Chubbs because Will is in first and he's like, nah, I cannot let this MF win. My championship is at stake. As we see now, the all 3 GT500 cars. I think my eyes just deceived me. Are we seeing character development here? Something like on Breaking Bad. He's actually helping Will, what the fuck? Anyways, back to shenanigans. As now Chubbs tries to get the upper hand on the slipstream from Jake, which seems to have worked. Let's see now the big hurt, but let's see if Will can fend off these hungry zombies. As now Will defends it for his dear life and actually breaks nicely. They all do break nicely. As now Luke takes his chance and Whittle gets the move done on Will. Let's see now if Will is gonna do the funny. Is Will gonna do the funny? Is Will gonna do it? Is Will gonna do it? They cannot even speak. He tries to do the funny. Compromises Jake a bit, but manages to still get a good line. Despite the Will top, as he is still just trying to do the funny, but that option. Oh my god, Jake actually gets stopped and Chops ends the worst of them. Luckily Chops goes behind Jake so that actually allow him to get the momentum that he lost. Final lap and it cannot be any closer. As we see the top 4, Chops is piping a bit behind and still got a chance as Will makes the move. Oh my god, they're actually hitting each other. It's complete BTCC racing as they're banging doors. As now we see Luke trying to go for a gap that doesn't exist, so he actually helps his teammate. As now Chops lets Luke in the dust with some defense for his life, but Will breaks too late. But it's definitely too late that he's off. And he's actually out of the podium. And he may be victim from the group behind if they actually work together. But back to shenanigans, as I think Luke made a mistake. That's too far back, damn it. Oh. Let's see this because I think Luke lost a lot of time. Oh, the wall tap. That may actually be the end of his chances. It's now a fight of 2 probably. Unless that Jake blocks Chops enough to actually give a chance to his teammate. My question is, does Jake actually want double mediums? But I mean, getting a victory here with Will 4th. And let's face it, he cannot come back from this. He lost his slipstream. And let's see, the cars behind do not catch him though. Let's see. But now we are back at the front as Chops is boosting Jake as much as he can to make sure that Luke does not get involved with this. He wants Jake for his own as he breaks too late and Jake sees it coming, but actually gets the move back thanks to a beautiful switchback. We go now to the final section. Let's see if Chops does the funny as Jake knows that this is final lap as Chops actually tries to go for it. Oh, but I'm not sure if he's gonna get a chance unless that he fucking sends it like a maniac here, which he fucking does. Chops whistle a bit, this compromises his exit. I'm not sure if that's a push to pass. We'll let the stewards decide, but what is true is that Chops is the winner of this race, followed by Jake and Luke. And now we see Will Saunders on P4. He may be a bit disappointed on that with Adam, Dom, and us on P7. Honor on P8. That first mistake doomed him. As we now see Cameron, who's gonna get P9 thanks to Ducky's penalty. And Ducky finishes 10th. And well... Oh, my throat. I'm sorry if I don't sound as screamy as before, but my throat just cannot keep this up, and it's only race 1. We are so fucked, boys. We are so fucked. And we still have 2 more races to go. Holy shit. Well, I just took a drink, and it's time for race 2. We have clearly witnessed that slipstream is just too much. Unless that there's a huge calamity behind and a car assisting you, there's no way you can escape. So let's see how this plays out now for the rest of people. As now Reverse Grid once again is here to save your ass in case that you have a bad race, which is the case of Ducky. Let's see now on a pole position what he can do. On 2nd place, Cameron Helium. Fine, well, not the final race, but the final round on this old BOP Toyota. Only good things are gonna come after this round, man. So... anyways, freaking send it. God, this car is so beautiful at night. On 3rd place, Honor. Despite his great qualifying result, that mistake clearly ruined him. This is a race of being on the slipstream. If you lose the slipstream, you're dead. It's something like NASCAR in that way. Let's see what he can accomplish. On next position, the fucking Longus already got rid of the mediums. So let's see what we can do now on softs. And actually, with the best straight line and speed and acceleration, let's see what we can do at the start. On next place, Dominic Kubinski. Not the best race, previous one, but to be fair, he has not played the game for a while. So only can go better from here. Let's see what he can do. On next position, Adam the Handsome. Let's see what he can accomplish. On next place, Will Saunders. Probably a bit disappointed about that race, but heck, it was lots of fun. Let's see, with that out of the way, let's see what he can do. On next place, Luke Clark. He's already using 1 set of softs. Let's see what he does with another set. On next place, Jack the Watcher stuck on double mediums, and that's still his tire choice. Let's see what he can do on a race that I think it doesn't matter where you start or finish. And on final place, with a sketchy move at the end, let's just say, Jay Easton, Captain Chops. Let's see what he can do on those mediums. I think he has. I actually have no idea. I'm probably gonna be wrong. I don't give a shit. Anyways, time to race. I actually took a drink, so let's hope that my throat can actually keep up. Anyways, boys, time for Calamity Part 2. Let's see if my throat can keep up. We have Ducky at the front with Cameron Hill in second. Let's see. The race begins and the GTRC gets a great start, but now the Longus Punch kicks in and we actually boost Cameron, who is going for the lead. Cameron Hill takes the lead thanks to the tiny tap, and we actually hang on in 3rd. Dominic gets the upper hand of Honor, but it seems to have missed the slipstream train as we go get gains, and it's a GT1 1-2. Let's see for how long we can keep this up as Calamity is happening on the background as Chops goes for the biggest ever, going with his 2nd set of softs and actually started last, and now it's on P4. So let's see that start again if we can. Let's see the start once again. The ETRs proving that they are the best starting car, overtaking Whistle immediately. I know he has tire advantage, but even without tire advantage, the GTR seems to be better. At least that's what he proved the previous rounds. Goes around the outside of Luke Clark once again using his tire advantage. Gets lag tapped.
by Luke that actually gives him the enough momentum to actually get ahead of Adam and Dominic. And he actually boosts his wheel because, well, he has no gap, so he's just gonna boost wheel, trying to look for one, and now actually does the move and goes from last to P4. Absolute cinema, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute cinema. But no more cinema as the GT1's going on a 1-2. Let's see for how long we can hold on. We are both on softs as Cameron gets a penalty. My man just cannot catch a break. Jesus Christ. My man just cannot catch a break. Let's see now at the straight. We're actually gonna boost Cameron. Because to be fair, I actually feel like shit for him. I don't know, even if I try to make the move, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. He's just gonna get the slipstream and probably get me back. And honestly, in the final section, the Toyota is better, so let's see. We're just trying to help him as much as we can, getting that longest extra speed that Toyota is gonna have on next round. As Chubbs goes for another without giving a shit. We actually take it easy. We don't want to make us take a spin or anything. As well, we can take it easy because, yeah, you can see on skill alone, Chubbs, I'm clearly better than you. Obviously, it's not the car, it's the driver. As now Chubbs is proving us that it's not the car, it's the driver, but does his unit race cars, he fucking murders us and says nothing. Second dodgy move, man. I'm just saying. And Will does a Will send, but honestly, with sense, for once on his lap, let's see that sadly penalty for Cameron, as maybe that Toyota doesn't have the best acceleration, but he can maybe still take the lead, as Adam is gonna say a nuh-uh, tries to go by the outside, which is gonna make it easy work. Now Chubbs gets stopped, but luckily doesn't hit the wall. Let's see now if Ducky actually helps Cameron. Cameron actually going for the move. He does it. This is his only chance. Let's see if he can now actually get Adam. Adam trying to help his teammate as much as he can. Let's see if King has enough straight line to actually get the move. Oh, he tries, but his brakes too late. As the both team spirit cars get ahead of him. As Ducky also tries to go for a move, but it's a sketchy scenario. As Cameron hits the wall because of it. And Jake Witzel once again taking opportunities of people's mistakes. Trying to go for it, but now he actually gets blocked. But it's not gonna matter because the GT1 has better straight line speed. It's not gonna really matter. As we now see the fucking Longus, who we got clouted a bit by Chubbs. We went back from P2 to P9. Let's see what we can accomplish. We're actually gonna try to go for a move as Cameron actually goes in for the move on Ducky. We're actually gonna be top or will we actually hit the wall, but luckily it doesn't have even worse as Dominic is gone. What happened to Dom? I was focused too much on the GT1s. Oh my god, Honor just broke on Jupiter. He's going straight to the pits. We see Witzel, nothing dodgy. Oh, I think Honor was on the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't blame him though. Dominic lost the rear and Honor just appeared at the wrong moment. That's unlucky. God damn it, I think his race is over. He has no one, he doesn't have toe. Oh god, that's definitely painful. Let's go forward in time. Dave Witzel trying to get Ducky. The Team Spirit boys on formation. This sounds like a teamwork moment. I mean, they are clearly in position. Cameron, despite every drawback that Toyota is throwing at him, he's still holding on. But I think that we have definitely a teammate working, a team synergy going on. As I like to say, I think Adam and Chubbs are the team with the best synergy. Well, to be fair, Luke and Jake are also goated on that, to be honest, on helping each other. Anyways, lap 2, that is a Team Spirit 1-2, followed by Cameron, Jake, Ducky, Will, Luke, Honor, and us on P9. Let's see what we can do on the straight. This corner is gonna compromise us a bit. That wasn't a good line, sadly. I think we're too far back. We cannot do much. As we now see Ducky, I wonder if he's gonna go for Jake. No, he isn't. Race seems to have stabilized a bit. Well, in the what you consider stabilized, as Will says, no, I go for a 3. Fuck. For once on his life, Cameron Hale didn't got murdered from something for something that he doesn't involucre him, basically saying something that is not his fault. As once again, he's fucking helping Will once again. This is clear character development. No, he's charging the knife to backstab him at Daytona. I just know, or on race 3 probably. Probably as we see that Lexus banging the rev limiter. Looks to have a little bit of an edge on top speed compared to the Lexus. And now Will brakes, but it's still late as Cameron actually. It maybe looked like he braked early, but he's adjusted to Toyota braking point. Let's see if he tries to go for Will as Will actually blocks him. And he may actually boost him a bit. But he doesn't, he knows. These two are definitely working together. This is a golden opportunity for the Team Spirit boys to get a 1-2 and actually get away from this calamity. And I think Will knows this. So he's actually gonna try helping Jake, as he knows he now has a GT1 that he just got killed by Honor, I think. The moose was too powerful. Not even the Go Yoda could hold it. Gets hit once, and gets hit again. And that's actually enough to get him on the wall. But luckily, Ducky's here to save his day. Let's see if that tap is gonna be enough to allow Honor to be close. To allow Cameron to still be on the fight. As I think we overtook Luke. Yeah, average longest move. Average longest move. As we tried to go for Ducky, but yeah, it's too late. It makes no sense making the move. We're just gonna do it, but it's just gonna break later than us, so I'm good to go. As Dominic somehow got the fastest lap. He has no slipstream, he's just running on his own, and he's actually the fastest car on track. 149.0, 146.9, 148.1, 149. Oh my god, he can do this. He can actually do this. He's even going faster than the leaders who are actually helping each other. Sadly, Cameron wasn't close enough to Honor to actually get the move back on him. But I think Honor may be close enough for Will and Jake. So despite Will and Jake working together, it may not be enough. Because Adam and Chops are doing exactly the same, and I don't think they're gaining. I don't think they're actually gaining. And we see the Longus going 305, 306. 306 once again, and Dominic has definitely caught up to Luke. He's definitely the fastest car here, as Luke has, I think, he just brain farted, I think. Yeah, he just brain farted. Poor guy. These Scotland powers have its drawbacks, man. Yep, definitely see team energy going on. Maybe now Will has realized that they cannot get these two. So actually, he's at the back of Jake. He just stole his knife, and now Will is the actual backstabber. I think Jake just broke too late, honestly, and that's giving Will the chance. Now let's see if Jake yields. But it's they're not yielding. They're actually banging doors once again. Bonk, 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 bonk. As that now compromises Jake's line. I'm gonna lie, I'm not a fan of this kind of racing, but I don't know. I'm just commentating over this. As Jake tries to make a suicidal move, but it doesn't work, and that actually allows Honor to get the run. And now Jake noticed this, and Will also knows this, so now he's actually gonna be the slipstream to Honor to actually compromise Jake. But now that may give. Let me redo this. But that now may give Honor the enough momentum to even get Will. Let's see if he can actually accomplish it. He's trying, but he's the outside. Let's see now if this opens a line to Jake to actually go through. Or he's actually gonna just abuse the slipstream, what he's actually gonna do. Honor, I don't know if that's a good move. I think there's gonna be enough to block Jake. But now Jake is actually gonna try boosting Honor. Who gets a bit blocked by Will. Not sure what to think of that. Jake doesn't give a shit. And actually goes to send us Honor. That's the good old switchback. This race is just doing switchbacks. Because it's ascend into ascend into ascend. So it doesn't really make sense actually. Witzel actually trying to go for a suicidal move. Or at least looks like it. He's kind of all over the place. I think that I think the previous move put Will offline and actually made him hit the wall. Oh my god, as we see Longus abuse on Cameron. Anyways, back to murder. Oh, definitely back to murder. Oh my god, this is just. I don't know how to describe this. Oh my god, Will didn't kill Otter somehow. As now Jake fucking guns it. Prendas Cameron gets backstab turboed. Let's see that turbo gauge. Let's see that turbo indicator. No, it was actually too much throttle input, actually. Luckily, didn't end up on a spin. And I think Ducky just left. Honestly, probably made a mistake and it was nowhere, so I don't blame him. He's gonna be on third race, I still remember that. As Dominic, against my surprise, has managed to get back on this. But now he's getting blocked by the GT1 masterpiece. As we see Jake trying to boost Honor, but as we saw in previous race, it doesn't matter. The car with slipstream and no... You're just not gonna get anything as Will taps Honor. That makes Jake actually hit the wall, lose momentum. I'm not sure if this tax is meant to be fair. I'm not liking this. I think this is just kick on the nuts after kick on the nuts after kick on the nuts to describe it somehow. As now Will gets the move on Honor, but actually none of them break too late. So no switchback for anyone, as I think that we may have caught up to this fight thanks to shenanigans. And not only that, as also the cars behind. As we do a longest jump scare on Jake. Like, hello, sweetheart. Wait for Daytona, bitch. I'm gonna enjoy watching your slow death. As Dominic does a beautiful move on us. As now Luke is not gonna be able to get us. No, because Longus. But now Yatsil has the corner. And now, it may be actually worth for him. This position may be good for him because he may get boosted by Longus. Let's see. Yes, he does. He's gonna go to light speed mode. And actually get the better momentum, as I think Calamity is still happening at the front. Oh my god, these two are still going at it. I don't need to describe. Oh my god, okay, this is too much, man. This is too much already. And we still have one more race to go, so. Oh my god, this is. I think they need to. If they was iRacing, all of them will be out, to be honest. If they was iRacing, nobody will be trying this shit, because the moment that you try to hit another car, you just kill him and probably also kill yourself, so. As now everybody goes to the inside, as that one thing does the good racing line. And they may actually giving an edge on exit. Let's see if he goes for honors, he's just gonna stay behind him. Oh, he may be able to help Dom here. Let's see. Oh, I actually backed out of it. Somehow we're keeping up with this group thanks to these shenanigans. You can tell they're going slow. Jake Witzel has done a 148. His best lap is a 47.6. As the lead is going on 46s all the time. I think they began on lap 3 doing this, and it's gonna be working. It may be boring. You may not like it, but that's how peak performance looks like. As Dominic, I think, fucking murders Honor. Oh no, Honor just broke in front of him. Well, I mean, he has to break for the corner. I honestly understand. As also, even Cameron Hill may actually be able to get on this mix. Oh, look, some mediums. I forgot. Lap 7, nothing changed. Well, nothing changing my ass. Oh my god, they're just everywhere. This is just disgusting at this point. Just fucking disgusting. As I don't even know how to commentate this. Like, I'm just glad that Dom is here though. Proving that most of the time it doesn't work. But actually, never giving up is only a sign of Sigma, and it barely works. But when it does, it's fucking magical. As he now boosts Jay, who actually will sees this coming and actually gets in front of Jay before he gets the boost from Dom. And everybody's redlining now. They're on limiter. as it's a 3 wide momentarily, as the Longus appears out of nowhere. Witzel gets tapped from the behind from Honor thanks to me, but it still manages to get the car, to recover the control of the car, and still beyond this. They're still going at it, the championship contenders. William Stadarino and Jack the Wattel. Jake needs to lift. Oh my god, it's over. Oh my god, of course Honor is here and actually boosted Jake, and now Honor gets boosted by me. That is gonna ruin us even more in this section, but it may not matter because now is Longus' moment, boys. Let's see if we can get Honor on this final lap, as Dominic has built a huge gap. Can my man do a podium? Let's see if this actually works together to actually get Dom, because I think Will is still on a slipstream range. I think that's actually what's happening. Let's see the Longus. We're far away from Honor. I don't think we're gonna make it, actually. As Will doesn't trust Jake and tries to go for the move, but if he actually breaks too late. And, well, sorry, tries to go for the move. No, oh, he cut it too much, I think. I think Jake cut it too much. 3, 2, 1, yes! Not rigged. Finally, you get what you fucking deserve. Anyways, oh, he actually hits the wall. That actually ruined his chance to actually get Dom. Well, I mean, the penalty was already gonna ruin him. So, I think he's aware of this. And he's just gonna make Will suffer. Because Jake, at this point, he has nothing to lose. So, yep, there he is. Let's see. Oh my god, Honor actually gets hit on the wall. As we actually fucking try. We're going 311. For a moment, Jake got, what the fuck was that? I don't care who was that, because that's gonna give us the chance that we need. Now the Longus is just gonna carry us, and Jake's penalty maybe too much to actually get us. We can actually get this P4 if we actually go fucking purple. I don't even know how. Okay, let's see this final lap once again. We already know the result, but let's see how Adam accomplished this. Goes around the outside, actually says, okay, we have pretty much a gap, so let's actually stop doing this and actually give a good show. The Team Spirit gang, yeah, as always, being clean, respectful. These two are, if you want to have two drivers on the same team, it's definitely these two. Oh my god, Adam actually hits a bit the wall, but that actually allows him to cut Chubb's momentum a bit, actually giving me an edge. But now Chubbs is gonna keep building and building and building more momentum than Adam thanks to Slipstream. Let's see how he's gonna try making the move. He may actually need to brake though. Adam, I think, wanted actually to leave him the space to actually trying to get him back on the hairpin. Oh god, Adam actually does a great braking. Goes a bit wide though, but he still manages to get a great exit. This may be it. Let's see if Chubbs have something up, an ace up his sleeve to actually get back on him. He may not be able to. Let's see if he's gonna do the same bullshit he did to Jake. Nah, it's his teammate. He's not gonna do it. As Adam the Handsome gets the dub, fending off Chops. Yes, Adam! He's a Team Spirit 1-2, but somebody who can be definitely happy is Dominic Kowinski. He gets a nicely earned podium, and thanks to the shenanigans, we actually get P4 on a P5, Will 6, Luke 7, Witzel 8th, and Cameron Hill sadly last. But once again, boys, time for race 3. I'm not even gonna commentate the bullshit that happened in the background. You know what? I actually will. Don't give a shit. My video, my rules. Let's see the Jake fumble. Oh, he instantly goes to the steps. Is this a Will murder? I gotta know. Oh, it begins! The Will murder begins! Oh, he's doing this flashing lights shit. Oh, they just don't give a fuck at this point. Oh, he actually tapped a bit Jake, but he actually manages to avoid the wall. As Honor actually gets back on Will. And it's enough, he tries to get the slipstream. And he actually pulls it off. That penalty has definitely destroyed Jake, man. He was gonna finish P5 probably. Oh, Jake actually doing bad. Oh, I'm gonna sleep well tonight. Not a hater, obviously. And Chap's getting him on the start. Oh, you love to see it. Oh god, now he has subs. Anyways, back to crying. Well, after that thingy, I'm not gonna even describe it. Here is race 3 grid, boys. Let's see what happens. On first place, sadly, once again. Well, I mean, it's good starting first, but the reason is not. Cameron Helium. Let's see, finally, that Toyota can actually give him something. Save my man from hell. Jesus. My best of luck for you, man. Honestly, God damn it, he won a Le Mans and that's it. That was his season. On second place, with a huge shot actually, because the only person with mediums is Chops because he didn't use them until now. Jack the Watcher, the beast, is unleashed with only one car ahead of him. Yeah, maybe in the straight he's gonna suffer to get him, but it's a whistle. Nothing else to say. Man, he's gonna win this. Anyway, back to actual drivers and not rigged bastards. P3 to the actual good Lexus. The Chungus Slayer, Luke Clarkey. Finally got rid of those mediums. Let's see what he can do. Let's see if him and Jake play the team game, actually towing each other. Something like they did, like the Team Spirit gang did. But we know the AHR boys are not boring. Yeah, they're not boring. Autistic honor racing. I don't know, what does AHR mean? I don't know. Autistic honor racing. Anyway, let's see, good luck to him. Next place, Will Sodders. Once again, Calamity has actually ended bad for him. But to be fair, these races are just roll of dice. Unless that you're the Team Spirit boys who actually found the loophole. So let's see what he can accomplish. Next position for Honor. Awesome opportunity taken at the end. Not gonna lie. Because he was like 7th and he actually ended up like being 5th. So let's see what he can do. Let's see if he can pull off something like that again. Good luck to him. On next place, speaking of golden windows, somehow we got a P4. I'm not even gonna ask how, because we should be second to last, as I always say. We should be alongside Cameron, but we're not. So hey, got it. And please, Sick, make delivery for this. Oh my god, look, I've never noticed this. Look at that. I guess those are the radiators. Actually makes sense, but anyways, good luck to the long boy. The Longus. No, the Longus. The long boy is the GTR Lemnismo. Anyways, next place for maybe, I don't mind you if you think this is the best livery ever. Power never disappoints. The Dominic Kubinskino. On sadly confirmed, the last Project 1 outing. Yep. Project 1 is ending. So let's see if that podium. To be fair, I think he got the race of the gods. He got a podium after actually a memorable drive. I gotta tell you. My man had no slip, had nothing. Actually did the fastest lap thanks to the Calamity ahead, because maybe the people ahead had slipstream, but they were not pretty much using it. They were just doing ascend, 3 wide, and then a 4-car Pierce doing a switchback and getting all 3 of them. So he actually used his guns and his pace to actually get the best out of it, and hey, it fucking worked. Fucking bravo. Anyways, good luck to Dom. And on next place, Captain Chops. I'm surprised he didn't win. Well, no, he actually tried going for the dub, but Adam just got him. Because now the Team Spirit boys, so next round, they're gonna get double mediums at Daytona. But anyways, a 1-2 is a 1-2. So I don't know what are we complaining about. Once again, Pine making an awesome delivery. God, I love this thing. Good luck to Captain Chops. On next place. Oh my god, my man can't actually stop throwing himself off a balcony. He may have recovered, boys. Speaking of character developments from Jake Witzel actually helping Will. Adam the Handsome got a dub. And an actual deserved one. And actually made a 3000 IQ move, because the one boosting Chops was actually him. So yeah. Sometimes it doesn't say, well, no, I'm not gonna say being the fastest, but
Actually, the smartest wins the race. He found the loophole, he got it, and he made the best use of it. So let's see if he can do something similar again. The only car minutes is Chubbs, so he's again unleashed on subs. So good luck to Adam. And on last place, because he left because it happened something similar to Tom. This is why I say you never give up. It barely works, okay? Because giving up after a spin, I can understand because you're like, dude, I'm not gonna do nothing. But Dom was on that same scenario, and look, he got a fucking podium. So let's see if, I mean, it can only go better from here. So good luck to Ducky. Qualify may not matter much, as we see, because of Calamity. It's how you use. It's basically, these races are rolling a dice, man, because they're so chaotic that you cannot just calculate. It's as I said before, ascend into ascend, and then a random guy appears, a 4-car appears out of nowhere, does a switchback, and overtakes all 3 of them. That's literally what these races are. Anyways, God, this was long. Time to go back to shenanigans. Let's see if finally Cameron can actually break the curse. It may not look like it, but it can happen. Let's see that start. Let's see if that Toyota acceleration actually destroys him. As the fucking watchel and as the fucking Locus actually forgot. He's actually gunning it, but we don't go for Will because it makes no sense sending it. Because he's just gonna pace us on the corner. And we also don't want to tap him because we're just gonna kill him. As Cameron Hill keeps the lead, but follow really closely from Witchell, who... Oh my god, that Toyota needs a power bomb. It will get it on Daytona, man. I already did testing, and that Toyota is definitely a fast thing. Oh my god, that's definitely not a fast thing. It's actually doing that, Cameron. You may have just lost in your chance of actually getting an awesome result. As Luke fucking dies, and... Oh my god, Cameron just cannot catch a break. I think Dom may be a cause of it because... Just get back on this, just get back on this. Okay, we saw this, which now is gonna outpace Cameron on the corner. You see now Cameron? Yeah, he just broke too late. As Will quietly goes for a send on Luke. Let's see that because I think there was a hit involved. This may be the cause of then Luke's death because maybe he couldn't recover onto a normal racing line. I'm not sure he happened, to be honest. It's weird he's blind though. Yeah, look, he's getting long, Guset. We are actually the ones, as we're on a 3-wide momentarily. You barely can do a 2 wide here. And we were actually going to a 3-wide formation. And that may be race over for Luke. Unless you're Dominic Kuminski, who actually feels guilty for this for some reason. Let's see that on his point of view. Oh, he did the tap on Luke. Okay, I see your reasoning. I see your reasoning. And actually... starting at the front has given Jake a clean track. To be fair, he only had to avoid Cameron, who basically moved out of his way thanks to delaying the braking too much. So, oh my god. Oh, they're definitely gonna kill each other, I just know. With a championship at stake and some medium tires on the line for next round, I wonder if Jake is actually gonna let pass Will. I'm not gonna lie, he actually didn't get a good result previously, so I don't know what he's gonna do. As I think he's just gone wide, not sure if that's tactical to actually get a better exit here. It may not matter because Will is just gonna abuse the slipstream. Even at this distance, it's really effective. We're somehow third thanks to Calamity. And in here's where the carnage is happening as Cameron Hill is trying to go for Ducky. The same this section, actually on this corner the GT1 can actually keep up, but on this one is where he loses. And on this one he loses even more. Basically the downforce of the GT1 kicks in at like 200, more or less on this speed. So at those corners it can actually keep up with the GT500s. Despite every single drawback as he goes for the move on Ducky. And Adam and Chops are already doing the strat. As now Chops is the anchor. But I think now he got a bad corner there. Or maybe it's Adam just getting abusive slipstream. As Cameron Hill, the slipstream is so strong that Cameron Hill just cannot escape. I think Ducky should go for the move as he now actually hits Cameron and that's actually gonna kill him. Oh, it's over. It's over. Oh, it's definitely over. There's no way he can come back from this. Pass. Okay.
My man, I think, just got lost. Please don't spin. 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 Ah, he's just giving up. He's just giving up. I don't blame him. They're already in the tunnel. There's no way he's gonna catch up. Anyway, let's see. See what happens here. As Hunter tries to go for the move on Chubbs, but Chubbs covers in time. Now the hit between Ducky and Cameron happens. As Luke quietly tries to make the move on Honor. Going back in time for the 50 billion time. Honor went a bit wide because of Chubbs defending. Not that he hit him, it's just the line that Chubbs forced him to make. But he hands on against Luke. Maybe this is tactical so Luke can get the slip. Chubbs now makes an awful corner that's actually gonna destroy him, as Ducky I think did the same. Because overtaking here is not something... Yeah, he definitely hit the wall. Overtaking here is not something usual, to be honest. But I'm not gonna say that it may be a tactic, because now you have slip, especially when a fucking car is already on the limiter. As Ducky knows, I actually boosted Adam to try to defend from Honor, try to get on a similar momentum to him, because from maximum revs you're not gonna get more speed. So let's see. As Luke goes for the move on Chubbs. Oh, actually Chubbs I think broke too early. Luke took this chance and actually went for him. As Ducky tries to hang on against Adam. But it's not working. But it's not looking good for the Team Spirit boys, because now one is at the beginning of the train and one is at literally the end. So they cannot do their tactic. They actually need to be together to do their tactic. Wait a minute, Will overtook Witchell. It's already happened. It's already happened. As Jake doesn't seem to try. He may be waiting for the hairpin though. Now he's taking the slip. Let's see the send. No, he didn't. He didn't send it actually. He may have broken too late, but maybe that's tactical too. Oh, he actually tried to block Will. Will actually saw coming that great exit he was gonna get. So he actually stayed on the apex and actually lifted. Trying to block that apex. Speed as Jake tries and tries to go for it. No sense. Will seems to hang on, but it's not gonna matter because now he's gonna have the slip. Let's see if they help each other actually. I mean, we saw it happening before. Will is actually shifting early. Oh, he actually tried to go for the inside, but then changed on the final moment. Maybe Jake doesn't want to be ahead at this point. He's like, there's no point in overtaking it here. I have a little overrun, but not much. Oh no, wait, they're doing the strat. They're actually helping each other. Oh no, but Will doesn't trust him because Jake suddenly changed his line. Doing his average backstabbing move. Oh, that was on the edge, but... That was on the edge, but okay. I accept it. Nicely done, Jake. Using those subs, but this is not over. Because you just cannot get away. It's impossible. You just cannot get away. As William Statarino, with actually changing his helmet. Thank you, Will. You're doing more than Dominic. Dominic actually goes for the moon, which doesn't seem to pretty much cover it. He's like, man, it's just gonna pass it. I just get the overrun on him thanks to slip. Good to go. He's gonna cover the inside. I just know. I just know. I just know. He actually tried, but damn, whoa! That was aggressive. They both break on Jupiter. Jake actually tries to get a desperate exit, almost taking Will out. Will manages to hold it. Let's see those lap times though. Because I'm not sure if they lose. I mean, okay, they're losing time, but maybe not that much. Maybe not that much. Jake is trying though. Oh, I remember. I think they said something like... Jake actually said something to Will like, okay, Will, do you want to do this fair or do... Oh, he's actually lifting. He doesn't want to make the move yet. He knows that he's just going to get him back on the other straight if he actually does the move. Let's see now. He has actually tried to get the distance to actually get a good overrun. I wonder if Will is just going to do the upper... No, he's not doing it. He's building momentum, but then suddenly stopping. I don't get the tactic here. Send here? No.
Maybe he's staying behind. We're actually 147.5. We're doing similar lap times. They're not getting away from me. And actually, the group at the back is doing. Oh my god! What the fuck did I just witness? What the fuck did I just witness? Okay, let's just stop it here. Probably way more things happened before, but this video is gonna be 4 hours long, man. Come on, give me a break. Let's just watch Ducky because it's the car at the back actually trying to. I think they were on a 4 wide for a moment. Who's gonna get the wall? Oh my god, Chops almost got clouted onto that wall. Come on, Honor trying to go for Adam. Hey, the Team Spirit boys can be information though if they get Honor. Oh, but Chops got a pen. I somehow didn't notice that. Let's see if the Project Tijuana driver can actually get them. That's not gonna be enough. Adam actually tries to get this slip to Honor now. He was giving it to Chops. Let's see Dominic can do. Oh, I think that was a lag tap from Dom to Honor. Yeah, he lost momentum at the exit. You're not gonna gain much if you just fight. I mean, the car's ahead of. Oh my god, he's actually gonna do it. Oh my god, the scent of the century, boys! Yeah, fair move! Definitely fair move in the good old BTCC days. He's British, so it's like an average British move. My man has watched BTCC clearly. At least the Super Tour era. I'm not sure how they race now. Probably like shit still. But hey, people love seeing cars going into each other. Me, depends on the context. As long as there's tiny taps but fighting kind of fairly, like, I will accept it. Look, going for Ducky. Now Honor may boost Clarky, but actually it's the wall. Somehow doesn't lose momentum. Chops trying to go for the thing wide. Who's gonna hit the wall? Honor hits the wall a bit. But I'm not sure how to commentate this. Ducky actually stays on the inside quietly, just trying to avoid murderous. Chops actually is the one getting clouted. Oh, he's actually on mediums. Let's see if he can pull a Dom. He needs to pull a Dom. I mean, he's on the car, but he's not on the tires though. Let's see what he can do. Oh, the Shitautsuri thing is still happening. Is Jay gonna try to go for him? No, he's still lifting. Okay, so there's definitely a tactic here. 147.6. 148.0. They're gaining like 5/10 from me. 148.0. 147.1. Adam quietly has escaped the chaos. Let's see if Dom actually boosts his look to try getting Adam, because I think even at this range they still got slipstream. 274 the stop. 275, it's not much. It's not much as Dom tries to go for the move, so. Did Dom disconnected or just. No, he didn't downshift actually. Maybe that's a tactic. Maybe he doesn't want to lose it. That's Luke. Great move from them. Keeping it on the limits. Jake Witchell overtook Will. Maybe he got enough of waiting. Oh, he did what I say. He's trying to get the overrun. And now he actually. Oh no. No, he didn't. Oh, he's just gonna. Yes! The backstabbing! The backstabbing! Oh my god, Jake has so much more field than Will. I'm not sure if that's good. That's a good thing because yeah, there's no. You don't need to bid. Let's see Will. We know Will is definitely gonna try it. 148, 147.1. We're losing almost a second per lap compared to Adam. Let's see if we can hold. It's gonna be tight though. Not as tight as this though. Oh my god. Oh, Jake, I think just broke too late or Will too early. I'm not sure what the fuck happened. That speed difference was massive for a moment. It doesn't matter because Jake actually holds on. As a wild Longus appears. Oh my god, they're going side by side here. You don't want to be on the outside, Will. Nice idea braking. You almost did it, man. You almost still crashed. Oh, wait a minute. You're thinking what I'm thinking. Okay, I know Jake I know Jake, and that lift was honestly weird. He's actually lifting. He's like, nah, give him the slip. But now Will actually fumbles a bit the line, so I wonder if Jake... Yeah, he's actually stopping! I knew it! I knew it! He's not allowing Will to get the overrun. He cannot get it if he makes actually unexpected moves. He's actually faking that he's going to the inside, trying to scare Will and making him down. That's Jake goes for the switchback with a tiny hit, but actually works as Dominic has gotten at him. Let's see that was this to calm down, but okay, here, because they're not gonna calm down. What happened? No, Dominic just got on the slipstream range. That's what happened. Adam just cannot get away. And now this entire group is gonna get into him. This may actually be goated for us. We can actually get a podium if we keep this up. Oh my god. As I said, we should be second to last or last. In this case, we should be last, but we're actually third. We're doing this. Thanks to shenanigans. The shenanigans are being extremely in our favor. Well, definitely in our favor, actually. That actually early carnage allowed us to get a bit of gap, and yeah, Chaps is not making it. Doesn't look like it. As these two are still going at it. Oh no, we already saw this. Okay. Let's see the lap time. 147.7. We actually improved. 149.3. Wait a moment. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Can we actually get these two? They did a 149. We did a high 147. Dominic again doing the fastest fucking lap. What the fuck is wrong with my guy? I don't know what he drank or what he did, but it's clearly working as he's all over Adam. Wait a minute. Hey, no. We're on their asses. What the fuck? And the Longus is appearing out of nowhere. They did a 149.3. We did a 147.7. He's definitely doing this. Jake is gonna give us a win if we actually manage to not fumble it, and if he can actually manage to pull this shit off. Well, he's trying desperate to get away from this cycle. He just cannot. We may be in range though. We may be in range as the Longus is gonna fucking fly in this section. There we go. We're already gaining 280. We're doing GT 500 top speed already and surpassing it thanks to our longer gearbox. We're trying to go for Jake. They're actually colliding with each other a bit. As I hear a white Longus appearing, we can actually win this thanks to Winchell. The riggedness. He may not give us a PS2 livery, but he's gonna give us a dub. We have the straight, as Will knows this actually covers us. We may be able to do this, but now we go to the sadness section. Let's see if Jake can do us the coded favor once again. He may actually want us to win because he doesn't want to get double mediums, but he doesn't want to let Will win. He's gonna do something similar to what he did with Super back on season 1 on Deep Forest. At least he's gonna try it because Will now seems to have a bit of an upper hand. Let's see if he can pull this off. I mean, it's Jake Witchell. If you can count on somebody pulling things off, it's Jake Witchell. He's actually getting the slips. He's actually getting the steams. He's gaining. Will knows this. Will knows that he's gonna definitely stop him. He actually does encourage the move as Will also notices this and also lifts. He just doesn't want Jake to be behind or in front of him. He wants to be alongside him so he cannot actually change his line. Will is also stopping Jake a lot. Maybe none of them want to win this. Oh my god, this is actually rigged, but in my favor. I'm not sure if to complain or to be happy because this is not an actual win, this is bullshit. But a dub is a dub, I guess. As now they're actually not lifting because they know that the Longus doesn't need help on this section, as he's already doing GT 500 top speed. As Will tries to fend up Witchell as much as he can. We're actually gonna try, but there's just no gap. There's just no gap once again. We may be able to still get the overrun as we actually try to go by the inside.
It may look like we break early as Jake actually stops Will. We're actually on the lead. We're actually on the lead. We're actually on the lead. I still insist. As Jake may let us through. Oh, he didn't, but he let us a gap to go by. We can do this. We can fucking do this. As my throat cannot keep up. I need to do that again. I don't know what fluid came off my belt after Will did this move. That was so fucking risky. But it's a do or die moment for Will. I'm not sure if they actually want to let me win because that move did not look like it. And look if they're going slow, that even the group behind has caught up to them. Final lap. Everything on the line. Who's gonna get those double mediums? And in what order are they gonna be finished? I don't think Jake wants to win this. He's been having double mediums all the freaking time. He's been having double mediums all the freaking time. As Will still tries to go for Jake. And once again, he doesn't want Jake to be behind or in front of him. And Jake actually tries to do that. But it's not happening. This tactic is allowing us to stay on their tails. Oh, we may have cut it too much there, actually. We may have cut it too much there, actually. As Will defends, but now stops in the final moment defending. We're right. Will screws the line, the thingy. Will screws this on, but I think we also did. I'm not sure, actually. But it may not matter. We're in range still. We're in range. The longest is coming like a missile. It's coming like a missile. We got around the outside of Will. Easy work of him. Let's see if Jake lets us without any difficulty. He does. He fucking does. We're actually at the lead. We actually have to skip back like this. I cannot speak. No, Jake actually stops Will. Once again, it may look like I'm actually throwing, but I'm not. I actually almost died there. As now. Oh! Oh my god, it can actually happen. It can actually happen. Let's see this final section. Let's see this final section. We actually stopped Jake. We'll know this. It's actually gonna defend the inside. He actually clouds Jake a bit. Oh, he definitely clouded him. He definitely clouded him. Longoods! The Longoods is actually gonna do it! Oh my fucking god! I cannot speak. We actually got it. Oh my god. Maybe actually being peaceful was the move for once. Not murdering Witcher was actually the move. Anyways, we saw that. So now, let's saw the back shenanigans as Adam the Handsome, despite everything that has happened to him, he actually managed to get away, but I think he fumbled this corner. He fumbled this corner a bit. This may be enough to Dom to get back on him. Let's see now because Dak is going for honor. Dak is going for honor. With success. Wants to defend the inside. Let's see what Honor does. He actually stays on the back. He knows that this may compromise the line from above, but also compromises Honor line. Ducky tries to go for the inside, but he cannot accelerate and rotate the car at the same time without the tires, and the tires just cannot keep up. They just cannot do that. He just lost the rear because he hit the throttle on a really big angle. Adam also hits the wall again, but also I think does Dom. But he's still in range to actually do this. He is still in range. Let's see what happens. I think... Oh, yeah, they were really close to Luke. What happened? No, they actually lost a lot. Nah, they just didn't risk a lot this section. That's what happened. Let's go this back in front, forwards a bit on time. Let's see how Dom plays this out. Let's see how the Parade 1 legend plays this out. As Adam the Handsome, he already got a dub. He needs as many points as he can. They both break late. This maybe Luke's chance. Dom actually does kind of a switch back, trying to get the best exit he can. But he actually hits the throttle. He's too ambitious on the throttle. Let's see if he can get it, Adam. Let's see if he can get Adam. I actually forgot how they finished, to be honest. I just know the top three. I don't know these three. Let's see if Luke can actually do the miracle. Let's see if Luke can actually do the miracle as Adam is actually being a great stopper. It maybe is. Dom hits the wall. It's gonna be Adam.
It's gonna be Adam! It's gonna be Adam! He played his cards nicely, takes a Queller, P4, P5 for Dom, P6 for Luke, P7 for Ducky, P8 for Honor, and that mistake, and being on the minions at the wrong time, has doomed Chops to a P9. Oh. It's over, boys. We survived. And with a dub somehow. No words. No words. Honestly, this race, I don't think it was it was shit in terms of cleanliness, but I don't know, it didn't feel as dirty as the second one for some reason. Probably because I'm being just a greedy bitch because I won, but I'm not sure. It actually felt, what Witchell did actually kind of makes sense because he doesn't go double mediums, but at the same time he doesn't want Will to win. Will still got ahead of him, but not sure what to say because that final move was something like, hey, they threw again Witchell into a wall twice. I gotta say, on race 1 and on race 3. So I don't know if the stewards are gonna have something to say there. Back to the standings, I believe it is. I actually forgot. I don't even know how to speak. Oh god. I got bad news. There are no standings because Will is a bitch that does not work at all. That's the main reason. Anyways, thanks for watching. After that qualifying session, it's time to check the grid. As we saw, Jake Witchell takes pole position thanks to an awesome teamwork from his compatriot Luke Clarkey. Let's see what he can do. He's on medium tires following his... On 5th place, surprisingly, Will Sodders. I guess he didn't got a good toe. This is my main guess. His teammate is on the grid, but sadly, you are about to see that he's not gonna race. Let's see what... Oh no, wait. He's not even in the grid. Oh. Okay. Let me redo that again. Yes, aliens. Goner, fucking legend. This is domestic violence, clearly. I noticed now one thing. Oh, sorry. No, yeah, that's actually... The fuck is this? Oh, no, man! Oh, come on! Maka! Oh, he gives it Maka! Come on, man! That sucks. And on last place, because he left the race, Ducky. I totally didn't forget his name. And now we tried to go for a gap, but there's just not there! Oh my god, I fucked it.